I decided to kind of start a series on my channel. Now, it's not going to be like one video after the next in the series. It's kind of going to be sporadic. I'm going to call it the Beauty Basics. So what that means is it's going to consist of, well, the basics of beauty. On YouTube and on Instagram, I get the same repeated questions all the time. So I thought that I would be able to answer those for you by doing a beauty basics video, maybe of the week or of every couple weeks. And it's going to be something like how to apply lashes, how to do eyeliner, how to contour and highlight, an eyebrow tutorial, foundation tutorial. So it's just basically like the most common questions that I get and that makeup artists get all the time and that people really want to know. So throughout this series that I'm creating, which I mean, everyone has those videos. I just figured I could label them as beauty basics, so then if you want to know the basics of everything, I'll put it in a playlist and then you can just click on all of them and it'll be easy to see. So I'm not going to upload all of them right away. It's just going to kind of be sporadic and throughout, you know, my time here on YouTube, but I just thought I would inform you of the series that I've created, and not all of them will have a long intro like this. So hopefully I can share my tips and tricks with you that I've learned along the way, and then you can hopefully teach someone else as well. Keep on watching if you want to see how I do my eyebrows. I'm going to take the spoolie side of my Brow Wiz pencil from Anastasia and brush the front hairs upwards. Grab a pair of Cosmetic Scissors. Make sure that they are tilted horizontally and not vertically. And then you're just going to snip off the excess hair from the front. Now it's time to tweeze any excess hairs. I'm using this tweezer from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This one's in black because it came in the Lavish Palette kit, but the ones that are sold separately are pink. To fill them in, I'm using the Brow Wiz pencil from Anastasia in the color Ash Blonde. I start on the bottom middle part of my brow and just follow the natural shape of my eyebrow, and then I've found that that seems to be the best way to fill them in, because if you try to make a different shape than your eyebrow already has, then it's just creating something that looks fake, and your natural brow shape naturally will frame your face. So that's just what I do. You can do what works best for you. But yeah, so I'm just doing small strokes along the bottom, and then I do that on the top as well. Then I take the spoolie side and really buff it out. A good rule of thumb to sort of measure your eyebrow if you don't really know the shape of your brow, if it's, you know, over tweezed or the hairs are very light, you can measure it like this. Measure the tip of your nostril and go straight vertical and make a line. And the edge of your nose to the corner of your eye. That's where the end of your brow should end. And then if you look straight ahead, the edge of that nostril to the middle of your pupil is where the arch should be. If you like a more natural brow, you could totally just stop here. But if you want something that's a little bit more dramatic and more sculpted, then you can do these steps as well. To sculpt out my eyebrows, I use MAC's Prolongwear concealer in the shade NW15, and I find that the Sigma concealer brush, the F75, is the best to do this. It's very flat and it's a little bit larger than the brush that I was using before, and it just goes so much faster with this brush, and I get a nice precise line. For the top part of my brow, I turn my brush sideways or horizontally again, and this time I just do like one long swipe. if you feel like you've messed up anywhere or you took off too much or something like that, now's the time to go back in with your pencil and touch up those spots. The last and final step of this tutorial is to use a brow gel. I'm using the Tinted Brow Gel in Blonde from Anastasia, and I like this one because I have really dark eyebrows and blonde hair, so this helps to kind of tint them so that they blend nicer with my hair color. So much for watching. I really hope that you learned something today. Be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out on any more beauty basic videos. I did film a tutorial on the look that I'm wearing in this video, so if you're curious, I will post the link down in the information box so you can click on that if you want to see it. Thanks again so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Whoa, 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 whoa.